How do you respect an emotionally abusive parent? What's amazing about the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ is that you will find examples for every situation. And in the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, you have examples of the likes of Saad Ibn Abi Waqqas and Abu Hurarirah radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een, that both of their parents, particularly their mothers, were very emotionally abusive towards them. As for Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, his mother used to curse out the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And as for Saad ibn Abi Waqqas, his mother used to tell him that she would starve herself to death unless he abandoned Islam. And in both of these situations, we find that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very emotionally supportive. Now, what I want to present to you over here, my dear brother or my dear sister, is that this is a part of life. We will be tested through our relationships, and it's very important that we take care of ourselves and we persevere. How exactly do we do that? Number one, understanding that in every single test that we face in life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is rewarding us, compensating us, and taking care of us. So in such difficulties, always remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is by your side, and Allah will never abandon you and is rewarding you for your patience. Number two, understanding that you are only responsible for yourself and you're not responsible for what others say or do. So their words cannot harm you unless you allow them to do so. You are worth more in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the Kaaba itself. And that is where your honor lies, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala views you. So if your parents are emotionally abusive and they say derogatory things to you, remember, you are valued in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and their words cannot harm you unless you allow it to do so. And then number three is understanding that everything is finite. You will get older, you will move out, perhaps your parents may even pass on, or they may even be guided. So always focus on the present and do not worry about what will happen in the future. And as long as you can get through the present, inshallah, the future will always be brighter. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Duha, that which is to come is always better than that which is now. وَلَلْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الْأُولَى. Always keep that in mind and have that optimistic mindset. Last but not least, keep making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah makes things easy for you and grants you the perseverance that you need to get through your situation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you and all of the believers that are struggling. Allahumma ameen.
Subscribe to this channel, share this video, and click on the bell icon so that you can be notified with every new video at FaithIQ. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.